Hello, hello. Happy Friday. How you doing today? How you doing today? Hope you're having a great day. I hope the week has been going good. I'm feeling much better today than I was feeling yesterday, so that is a bonus. Enjoying some good tea. And today, I actually have a topic. I actually have a topic today because I didn't have one yesterday. And somehow the live still flowed. It still went well. I still enjoyed my time. It was very unexpected. No plan, nothing thought out, no routine. I was planning on trying to get some work done. Mind you, I didn't get nothing done because I ended up just vibing after I came off the live. It was very high vibe. And I really love connecting with you and learning more about you. And yesterday was phenomenal. It was dope. I really enjoyed it. But the question did come, what is the topic? I didn't have a topic yesterday. So today I definitely wanted to come on with a topic. Again, another night where I don't plan to be before you long, but I've said that before. High key though, tonight, I, yeah, nah. I'm not trying to do another 30-minute live tonight. It's not going down. Because I have some other things I got to get done. However, the topic, if you've seen it, the question of the day is, what brings you joy? What brings you joy? So definitely feel free as you come in to drop it in the comments. Share with me where you're from, okay? And also share with me what brings you joy. Hello, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Thank you for being here. The topic is what brings you joy. I'd love to know where you're tuning in from. I'd love to know what brings you joy. Don't be shy. Drop it in the comments. So, joy is a beautiful feeling. It's up there on the feeling of love. It's on the emotional scale right next to love. And it's a feeling that I hope everybody gets to experience in life because when you are feeling joyful, you are not in a state of fear. You're not in a state of struggle. You're not in a state of stress. You're not in a state of worry. You're in a state of peace, openness, abundance, joy, 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 right? So I'm just curious to know what brings you joy. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. I just wanted to sit on this topic because I feel like there's so much stuff happening in the world right now that can cause people to not feel joyful. There's so much stuff happening in the world right now that can cause people to feel sad and disappointed and stressed, absolutely stressed. And I wanted tonight to come on and just create a little bit of a safe space for people who maybe have been going through a lot over the past little bit. Hello, is it Gojo? Hello, hello, hello. Thank you for being here. Where are you from, Gojo? And what brings you joy? Wanted to create a little bit of a safe space for people that want to come through. People, maybe you had a long week, maybe the week was rough, maybe you're stressed out. In this live tonight, it's your opportunity to focus on good things. It's your opportunity to talk about the things that lift you up, the things that inspire you, the things that bring you joy. Hey, Natasha, what's up? Thank you for being here. Where are you from? What brings you joy? What brings you joy? Okay, that's what it's all about tonight. I'll start. I'm drinking this tea right now. This tea is bringing me joy. Not even because this tea tastes good, because it doesn't taste that good. But this tea is so good for me. This tea is so good for my body. This tea was a bunch of herb blended together, herbs that I came up with, that I researched, that I created my own little herb concoction and created this tea. And this tea has been so good to my body, mind, and my soul. So this tea right now is bringing me joy. Okay, Natasha, drawing. I love that. What do you like to draw, Natasha? And how long have you been drawing? I used to draw a lot when I was younger. You're very good at drawing? That's awesome. What's your favorite thing to draw? Do you draw people? Do you draw scenery? When I used to draw a lot of fashion stuff. So I would draw like clothes, I would draw characters, I would draw different model poses. Okay, dragons. Oh, beautiful. How long does it usually take you to draw your dragons when you're drawing them? I love that. Dragons. Drawing dragons brings Natasha joy. Another thing that brings me joy is singing. I was on here yesterday and I ended up singing, which was funny because I had originally planned to come on and work on a song and I didn't. Oh, wow, Natasha, you're fast. 1 minute to draw a dragon. That is amazing. Well done. So yesterday's live really brought me a lot of joy. I got to vibe, I got to sing, I got to talk about music and connect with other music lovers, and that was amazing. I really enjoyed that. And today, the vibes are here with this tea. The vibes are here because the weather has been amazing. The weather has been warm where I'm at. I'm in Canada and it's good, okay? It's good, it's good, it's good, it's good. Natasha, my day has been good. I really appreciate you for asking that. My day has been good. It's been pretty relaxing. I have just been vibing today. I've really just been relaxing today. I have not been doing too much, and I'm grateful for that. That brought me joy too. Being able to relax pretty much all day has been joyful. I do have a few things that I need to get done after the live, so I'm not going to be on here too long. Subaru, y'all cooking grits. I'm not even from America. I don't cook grits, so I don't know what to tell you. I don't know how to answer that question. I guess no. I don't know if that was meant to be rude or I don't know. I don't know. So if I'm not offended, I don't know what to tell you. We're in here talking about joy. Does cooking grits bring you joy? Maybe? I don't know. Let me know. Let me know. So yeah, that's the vibe. Your name is actually Carter. Okay. Hi, Carter. Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell. I'm just going off of the username. So hi, Carter. I'm glad that you love to draw. My day has been good. I thank you for asking me that. How was your day, actually? I didn't even ask you. How was your day? Did you draw any dragons today? I'm happy that you have something that brings you joy. A lot of people don't have things that bring them joy. And that's why I created this space today, just for a moment to even just reflect, anybody popping in to just reflect on the things that bring them joy, change the mood, getting into the weekend. I know actually the weekend is something that brings a lot of people joy, especially if they've been working very hard all throughout the week. The weekend, definitely. Aw, you are so sweet. Thank you, Carter. I appreciate you for being here. Aw, that's so nice. I'm really grateful for the community. Most people come in and they're super, super nice. Okay, I'm gonna read what you said out loud. Okay, so it's just grits, it brings joy, but at the same time, it's like a metaphor for life. We find joy in meaningless pursuits like grits or devets. That's the human condition. That's deep. That's deep, Subaru. But it's true. Joy is something that people often attach to physical things. But having a sense of joy that isn't attached to anything is something not a lot of people attain, unfortunately. A lot of people have not reached that level of enlightenment to be able to truly experience joy without attaching it to something. And I think it's a beautiful thing that it seems like you are expressing that maybe you've reached that level of enlightenment where you can view the world in a way that your joy is not attached to a physical thing, and that is a blessing. That is amazing. Not a lot of people reach that. Thank you, Carter. I appreciate that. Thank you. Like I mentioned when I first got on the live, that this tea is bringing me joy, but for a lot of reasons. Because this tea was a herbal blend that I researched and came up with because I was having some pain in my body. And since I've been drinking this tea, the pain is non existent. And it's a herbal blend that I wasn't sure about at all. I just kind of had to trust and put it together. And that is what is bringing me joy. Thank you. Oh my gosh, Carter, you're full of all these compliments. You got me here blushing. Thank you. I appreciate it. I really appreciate it. Does anyone have anything exciting planned for the weekend? Do you have anything exciting planned for the weekend, Carter? This weekend for me is probably going to be pretty chill. As you guys may know or may not know, I have dedicated the month of June to doing daily lives, even if I just pop on for 5 minutes. So far, I think my shortest live has been like just under 10 minutes, I think. So I've been enjoying doing these lives. I wasn't sure how it was going to go. And I didn't always want to come on. Some days I'm tired and I don't feel like coming on. But every time I come on, I have a great time and I connect with you guys. And you guys are always typically 99.9% of y'all are so sweet. And I appreciate just vibing with you. The Gold Coast in a month. Okay, that sounds exciting. Tell me more about the Gold Coast. I don't think I've heard about that. I obviously need to get out more. But yeah, this weekend, I'm not sure. I don't have an idea of what I'm going to do for these next couple of lives coming up. I usually decide on the day, but I guess the lives are another thing that's been bringing me joy as well, just vibing with everyone and getting to know everyone and just sharing my story, sharing my experiences. And it's always amazing to see when the things that I share uplift people, they inspire people, they motivate people, right? So I've been enjoying that and just vibing with everybody and testing out the new features, like the live features that I didn't know existed. So sometimes I do run polls and I might do a Q&A one day while I'm doing these lives. Once June is over, I don't know if I'll continue with daily lives, but I'll definitely probably come live more often. Absolutely, Subaru. Are you someone that practices a lot of meditation? I find that meditation is absolutely one of the things that does that for me. When I am meditating, I'm able to release that connection to everything that is around me and just focus in on that pure experience of joy, right? You have to slow your thoughts. You have to forget for even just for a moment your fears, your stresses, and just focus on your breath, focus on silence, and just that feeling of pure joy. I love that you said that. I'm going to read this. I think this is important. And I thank you for sharing this. The joy felt is not actually coming from the grits. The simplicity of the moment acts as a mirror, reflecting the innate, unconditioned joy of your own consciousness back to you. That is so true because we are all mirrors reflecting, reflecting, reflecting back to others, back to ourselves. What we experience on the inside is always reflected back to us in some way, shape, or form, and being aware of that definitely allows you to move through life a little bit differently. So I appreciate you sharing that. And I think that's a very important piece when it comes to joy. And it's beautiful to know that there are individuals that are aware of that and that are open to that and that are learning that, especially in the climate that we're in right now with life and so many things happening and so many people dealing with pain and suffering and fear. And they feel that joy is unattainable because they are attaching their joy to people, things, places, behaviors. And when you release that and you go within, you realize that there's so much joy and you can cultivate that within yourself. It's just like that saying, happiness is an inside job. Happiness is not about what you have, it's not about your possessions, it's not about who you know, it's not about any of that. Happiness, joy, that feeling, that pure feeling comes from in here. Oh, that sounds exciting, Carter. I'm definitely going to look it up. You've got me interested. I need to look it up. Thank you for sharing that. Yes, Subaru, you're on here dropping gems. I'm going to read that out. The consumption of grits transforms from a sensory gateway into a pure expression of non dual meditation, where the artificial boundary between the observer and the observed completely collapses. Ooh, you out here with the gems today. Appreciate that. I hope somebody tuning in, regardless, I can speak English. Got a little tongue tied. Regardless if they are tuning in live or if they're catching on the replay, I hope they see those comments if there's someone that is open to really experiencing joy on a deeper level and not just experiencing joy attached to people, places, things, circumstances, etc. Because joy exists for everyone. It's non-tangible. It's in the air. It's there. It's a state. It's something that you can access. It's a way of being, a way of living. And I thank you for the reminder that it's not always about the physical, tangible things. It's about what's within when you release everything. Okay, so the Gold Coast is on the other side of Australia. Okay, I'm familiar with Australia, although I have never been. I need to travel more. Absolutely. That's something I do have on my list. I do need to travel more. Australia has always been interesting to me, but because I'm in Canada, that flight is looking a little long. So I don't know about going directly to Australia. However, I do want to make my way there in this lifetime just to experience Australia. Australia looks really, really fun. It looks cool. I actually had a couple friends that I had met through social media that lived in Australia. We don't correspond anymore, unfortunately. I lost touch with them, but they've always made Australia look like a place to be. And there's a few shows I used to watch that were filmed in Australia and it made Australia look so amazing. So hopefully in this lifetime, I will make my way there. And hopefully I'll also get to visit the Gold Coast because that sounds amazing. Okay, nice, Carter. This is your second time. That's cool. Mazza, that is a strange request. However, it's not something I can do on demand, so I will have to decline that request. But, anyways, I gotta go, guys. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you next time. Peace.